The next question reads, what advice can the Z's give us about navigating the current winds of change that are blowing and shaping our world?
Ha! Get strong, get fortified, look after yourself, know who your community are, understand that the world is going through a period of change, but don't assume everything is going to go away. Too many of you are seeing this as far more dramatic than it is actually going to be. We're not saying that the changes won't be big, but many of you are assuming there will be some grand event or overnight explosion or complete detonation of what was. Don't see it that way. That's not what's destined for humanity. Yes, there will be changes, but there are positives in your lineage that all of you are in possession of. Some of you say, oh, I wish it was a little more like it was in the 90s. Well, you were there in the 90s, so you will be carrying an imprint of what was so good about the 90s all your life. That's your job. You are like a wisdom tree walking around this planet, and you have rings in your energy field that contain the experiences you have had. Every decade, the planet goes through a big shift. This is true. This is true if you go back for the last few hundred years. So there is a part of you all that can get a little, shall we say, overly scared, overly concerned, easily manipulated into thinking that everything is going to be taken away from you. Now that's survival fear, by the way, and that is intrinsic to the human animal. That is one of the things that you have to work with and evolve. But there are too many of you in this period of history who are ready to decide what's going to happen in the future because you know. And that's dangerous, because as soon as you've decided that you know exactly what is going to happen in the future, you start putting energy behind that vision. Pay attention to what's happening today. Pay attention to yourself. Pay attention to your life. You have a mission here. You might be here for 2 more days. You might be here for 7 more decades. The unknown of your lifespan should motivate you. It should put you into a place of presence. There are things you will not like on this planet until the day you die. They are not where your focus needs to go unless you are an activist against those things. What you need to do is create the opposite. Stand for, become, and emit what it is you wish to see on the planet. We know it can be annoying because you get distracted by all the noise outside you, and that's part of your energy mastery. You have to understand how much of the outside noise is yours to engage with and how much of it is noise because it is too many voices, too many pieces of information in areas that you are not actually affected or involved. And yes, you can say, well, we are all one and we're all living here on one planet. And we'll say, well, yes, on an energetic and spiritual level, that is true. But on a human level, that is not the way most people see it. So you also have to deal with that. You cannot say, oh, but we are all one. That is a truth about life. But so too is human division a truth about life. And that is something that humans continue and perpetrate, but it's also something that humans were sown into by your programming. So many of you are here to undo that programming, and it's slow and steady work. It's slow and steady work, but it's the work you came here to do. And as you do it, you get to have your own healing experiences and journeys. So we hope something there can guide, but in terms of being ready for the coming years, if you have been alive and paying attention this last 3 to 7 years, you are ready. In fact, some of you are readier and stronger than you have ever been. But look after yourselves in whatever way that resonates with you. Perhaps you're very good at looking after yourself physically, and it's time to look after your emotional needs a bit more. Perhaps the opposite is true, and you've neglected your body, and now it's time to ask your body, how can I help you be the best version of yourself that you can be for me? And be mindful of comparison. Every body type on earth is different. Every energy body on earth is different. Understand what your type is and serve that. rather than looking at someone else's way of being and think you need to become them. You will never become them. You are you. How lucky, how glorious. You are you, and your job is to be the best you can at this time on earth that you're alive. That's all. It's a simple focus, but it's a focus that most of you can easily be distracted out of. The trick is not to let yourselves get distracted. Many of you are doing a fine job with this now. Lean into that more. Rebirth is designed to really accelerate your growth. We're all rebirthing every day. You can't avoid growth in life, but you can accelerate it. And when you place your attention and your focus on it, and when you're held and facilitated through a process that's designed to help you uncover those parts of yourself that may have been hidden for a while or that you've abandoned over the years. It's really a journey of self-inquiry, self-investigation, and becoming the next version of yourself.
Welcome to Rebirth, an immersive online workshop experience designed to guide you through profound personal transformation, all from the comfort of your own home. This unique course includes channeled guidance and energy teachings from Lee Harris, and healing music from Devor Bozique, meditations, energy practices, and self-care tools, Qigong with Stephen Washington, and dance with Kate Shella. Lee's guides, the Z's, offer profound insight into energy transformation and the universal truths that connect us all.
Letting go creates space for the new. So you are a way shower in the middle of a rebirth. And this year to come is going to give you opportunities to sever ties with the past.
Join a global community on this life-changing journey of growth and discovery.
It's a very well-rounded experience to let you really look at your mind, body, and soul in a whole new way and rebirth yourself for this time.